This man was a hypocrite. In my honest opinion, he really was. I didn't find anything about him to be healing. He insulted African-American women on a consistent basis. One of his last statements that he said was that if you're over 38 and you haven't married or something like that, that you're no good and disposable. To me, it was a shock jock. And, you know, I hope this is teaching folks a lesson about the karma that you put out, the negativity that you put out in the world, that when karma comes knocking at your door, she might not be so kind.
What's going on, everybody? I'm back with another new podcast. Happy to have you guys back here with me, and I just want to shout out everybody that's joined the channel. A while back, I set a goal of just getting 20 subscribers, and we've hit that mark. So shout out to everybody that's hit that subscribe button, everybody that's watched the channel, and even those that are watching and not subscribing. I still thank you for the views. But today, we're gonna get into a topic that has been discussed over the past couple of weeks. The passing of Mr. Kevin Samuels has sparked a lot of debate about the things that he said. You know, he was very controversial. He had a lot of clips that went viral, and a lot of people just didn't appreciate the things that he was saying, or as some people would say, how he was saying the things that he said.
Message.
And one of the things that I've heard was that he was a misogynist. He hated women and he only talked bad about women. So we're gonna dive into that today, and we're gonna see, was he hateful towards women, or did he just have a blunt message that some people couldn't handle? So let's get into that. Before I do, please take a second to subscribe to the channel. Go ahead, hit that notification bell so you know every time I release a video, and go ahead and like the video as well. You're in the area, so you might as well click it. Let's get right into it.
I just started a business, and the only one I got behind me is my girlfriend. And I don't want to like...
Hold on. You invested all your money into starting this business?
Basically, yeah. I used to be a...
And you're unemployed? And you're unemployed?
Yes, sir.
You done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
I kind of sacrificed everything to get one.
Hold on.
Okay, my bad.
How long have you been doing this business?
I just started. And...
What does that mean? What does that mean?
3 months. 3 months
And
ago.
you've been unemployed for how long?
Ooh, close to almost a year. It's been kind of hard to get everything together.
What city do you live in?
I moved from Birmingham, Alabama to Houston, Texas.
This is unacceptable.
Yeah, I know.
I hope you didn't come here looking for sympathy.
Oh, no. Heck no.
Do you have both your limbs?
Yes, sir.
Then why don't you have a job?
Because all right, so long story short, I used to be
No long story. Dude, you're 29 years old saying I'm a freight broker and I've invested.
No, I'm 27. Yeah.
27, whatever. You've used words like invest in business. You're unemployed living off your girlfriend.
Now, I use stock options. But I made good money on stock options, but at the same time, I lost a lot of money because I get a little greedy from here and there. But it kind of helped out too. So it's kind of been like from stock options from that and some money too.
How much are you earning a month?
Ooh, shit. About under 1,000, depending on how.
Then don't tell me a damn thing about stock options. Negro, you need a job.
Yes, sir.
Get off YouTube, get off Instagram, get off TikTok, get off your ass and go the fuck to work.
Yes, sir.
No, ain't nothing else to say. And she must not have a daddy. Because if she had a daddy, no, he can't be about shit because he couldn't be around my damn daughter.
I mean, I'm the one that...
I don't want to hear it.
So is that misogyny? Because he's keeping the same energy for this man as he does for the women that call into his show. Some people would even call that consistency, because his message stays on theme, and it's about being realistic with the people that he's talking to. They present him a problem and he gives them a real analysis of what they're calling about. It just so happens that this man is talking about his finances. And one thing that we talk about when it comes to men and them upholding their part of society, relationships, is being a provider, being financially stable. And you can't do that when you make less than $1,000 off of stock options and you're unemployed. And Kevin kept it real with him. He didn't coddle him. He didn't hold his hand. He told him like it was. The same way he tells some of these women how it is with the men that they say they want. He's not running around the streets just pulling up on women and saying, hey, you single mother, you're a 4, you're gonna die alone, skirt, and pull off on them. No, they're calling into his show and saying what they want, and he's just keeping it real with him. And from this clip so far, it seems as if the energy stays the same, whether it's a man or whether it's a woman. But let's continue.
You should be able to slide into somebody's DMs and chat her up and then have her come through and Netflix and chill. I hear more bullshit from men talk about, man, women out here dating this and that, and I'm not going to spend more than $20 on a date until I get to know such and so forth. That's what I think of all y'all saying that shit. So I think of all men saying this shit, and let me tell you why I think that. Because it is on us to ask better questions before you take somebody out. If you end up going out with a woman and she is a dinner scammer, then you failed. That is a horrible attitude to go into the market. I'm going to treat all women. I'm going to take a woman that's obviously up here out to Starbucks because I don't want to get scammed for $30. Keep your broke ass at home.
Now imagine this was the clip that introduced the world to Kevin Samuels. How many people would go from adversaries to advocates? Because now they like the message. Because it's not about women, it's about men. And men have to change. Men have to do work. When that spotlight is suddenly put upon women and they're forced to make a change, then it's misogynistic, the name calling. All the sign language that Kevin Samuels talked about, that gets turned on. But these clips right here, they just fade to black. Nobody ever hears about them. Nobody ever sees this stuff. This doesn't make it on your social media feed. It doesn't hit up World Star the same way. Why? Because it's about a man, and we've been perfectly okay talking about men. And it's fine. Nobody says a word. But the moment that you swing that around to women, it's a problem. And that needs to stop, because the truth is the truth and real is real. How can we move forward if you can't point out a problem that's holding someone back? Because we can't see everything on our own. No, you should absolutely not bash people. You should not talk down on anyone, but you should definitely keep it real. Everybody say they want truth and honesty until they get it, and it's not the brand that they want.
Message.
But let's look at another clip. Is this it? We're gonna look at one more clip.
You're not the dominant alpha male or the super select guy. The only way you're going to end up becoming pre-select is by approaching women.
So women can tell I'm not getting no play?
Anybody, all 462 people in the chat room can tell you ain't getting no play. That's the energy you're getting. Because you're a guy that said you don't think you should have to approach women. They should give you choosing signals. Where would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? How tall are you?
I'm 5'10".
5'10". How much do you weigh? Uh-oh.
I weigh about...
2 what?
Depending on the day, between 280 and 285.
So you're a fat fucker.
Yeah.
So you think a 5'10", almost 300-pound dude, how much money you make?
Like 400 every 2 weeks.
So you made 400 every 2 weeks. So you make 800 a month. You make less than $10,000 a year. Okay.
But how many 20-year-olds was him?
Hold on. Dude, I was a 20-year-old and I was making far more money than that. In the 80s, when minimum wage was $3.35 an hour. So I need to hear it. How long? You got a big dick?
Huh?
You have a big dick?
I mean, it's above average. I ain't no Ron Jeremy.
No. I asked you if you had a big dick. I didn't say it was above average.
I don't know what that is, really.
Nigga, you know if you got a big dick or not. Stop the bullshit. Every dude know whether or not he got a big dick. I know I got a big dick. You don't know?
I mean,
You don't have a big dick. That's the point. You don't have a big dick. You don't have a big wallet. You're a fat dude. And you got a lot of nerve thinking you should get choosing signals at 5'10" and 300 pounds, making less than $1,000 a month at 20 years old. Ooh. And women should approach you. What they get, they don't even get a big dick.
Evil.
Women ain't the problem, bro. Ain't no energy out women.
All right, well, look, I find that funny, but at the same time, it's like, why am I able to watch that as a man and I'm not offended? Because it's the truth. Everything he told of that man just now was the truth. You fat, you broke, and you got a little dick. How the fuck are you expecting women to give you choosing signals? How are you expecting something so unrealistic to happen based off your situation? This is my issue, right? Is all Kevin Samuels tried to do with anybody that called, man or woman, was just keep it real with them and let them know what they qualify for. If you were going to get a car, if you pulled up to a car dealership and you went there and you said, hey, Mr. Salesman, I want that brand new Mercedes Benz over there. And he looked at you and said, okay, great. Let's see your qualifications. And you bring him a 500 credit score and you make $14 an hour and you're demanding that he get you that Mercedes Benz, that brand new one that they just pulled off the truck and parked in their lot.
How, Sway?
You're fucking delusional. You can't afford it. You don't qualify for it. He's gonna look at you and say, hey ma'am, you qualify for that mongoose bike over there with the bell. Ching ching, that's all you get. So unless you come back with better qualifications, you don't get what you want simply because you want it. And that was a consistent message regardless of whether that person was a man or a woman when it came to the people that called into his show. So all of this talk about him being misogynistic, the evilness that came after he died, people laughing and basically being happy that he was in the ground. It didn't make any sense. And it just showed that people can't handle the truth. There's a great quote from Nietzsche. He says, sometimes people don't want to hear the truth because they don't want their illusions destroyed. And if you have to break down what somebody thinks of themselves, then they have to do the work of putting it back together and figuring out how they can be a better person. And some people just simply don't want to do the work. They would rather live in mediocrity instead of getting up and trying to better themselves in whichever way Kevin was prescribing. Was he right about everything? Absolutely not. But that goes without saying because nobody is perfect. Nobody gets everything right. Nobody has 100% great wisdom and knowledge that they're putting out there. But at the same time, he put a lot of truth out into the world. He kept it real with a lot of people and people couldn't handle that. You have to ask yourself, why? Why does the truth hurt so bad? Why are we so afraid of people being real with us? And why are we so afraid to make changes when we know we need to, especially when it's something that you want? You want to have something, so you should meet the qualifications of said thing. And if that means making more money, losing weight, changing your attitude, whatever the case might be, if you want it, you should be willing to do those things. So be careful about what gets you upset, what you're mad about. Make sure that you take at least a second to examine the message before you destroy the messenger.
Message.
So subscribe to the channel, like the video, and if you have anything to say, please leave it in the comments below. And until another time, I'll see you guys later.